Hello again. I started to implement an integrated development environment for the sharkC64 compiler a month ago. The idea is to co-develop the environment along with the compiler and the programming language. I have now released the first version of the development environment. It's very simple, but let's have a look at it. The integrated development environment is now bundled with the sharkC64 compiler. You can download the whole thing from GitHub as a zip file. When you extract the zip file, you get a folder like this. To run sharkC64, open the binary folder. If you are running Windows, sharkC64 starts by double-clicking the path file. If you are running Mac OS, sharkC64 starts by double-clicking the other executable file. When sharkC64 is started for the first time, it creates initial settings. It also creates an example folder that contains some examples. You can close the greeting dialog by clicking the OK button. Now we are in the home screen. As you can see, sharkC64 has set up the example folder as the home folder. It has also set one of the examples as the selected module. Here you can see next to the word runner that it says undefined. The runner is a command to run a build program. As that depends on your computer system and installations, it is left undefined. To set it up, click it and type in the command. For instance, in my case, as I'm using the Vice emulator in Windows, the runner command looks like this. Let's verify that it works by running the example that was set up in the initialization. To do that, let's click the Run action. It will compile and build the program and then run it with the runner command. sharkC64 has now opened the emulator, loaded the program and ran it. In this case, the example merely prints the letters A and C to the screen, so it seems to work. Let's close the emulator. To create a new module, click the Select action and type the name of the new module. sharkC64 confirms in the comment that this is a new module. To edit the source code, let's click the Edit action. It opens the editor view. At the moment, the editor is very primitive and contains only the most basic features. You can find them in the menu. The menu opens either by pressing the Escape key or by clicking the hamburger icon in the top left corner. In the menu, you can find, for instance, actions for saving the source code, undoing or redoing edits, and finding and replacing text. There are also actions for copying and pasting text, as well as for compiling the source code. You can close the menu either by pressing the Escape key or by clicking the cross icon in the menu. Let's type some source code. This program will change the border color and the background color. I'll add an arrow to the source code on purpose, just to see what happens if you try to compile it. To compile the code, you can either press F9 or select the action from the menu. Now the compiler says that there's an error and points it out. Let's correct the error and try compiling the program again. Now it compiles successfully. To run the program, let's close the edit view and go back to the home screen. Right, I forgot to save the module. We can now run the new program by clicking the Run action. Yep, the program seems to work as expected. It changes the border color and the screen color. Again, this is not much, but it does work. So that is what the first version of the integrated development environment looks like. It's available now in GitHub, and I'll put the link in the description if you want to try it out. Thanks for stopping by again, and see you soon. The walls look surprisingly good. Maybe I could add a ceiling as well.